Welcome guys to episode 5 of this Seattle Sounders MLS save. Today we're going to go through the season preview or the season review, um, go through the injuries and all that stuff, what's happened throughout the season, and little episodes here, and then we go straight into the preseason stuff in the next episode to get ready for the new season. If you do enjoy this, go ahead, leave a like, and also subscribe to keep up with the updates to this series. Let's get into the new arrivals here. We got Henry, I'm pretty sure, and Kobongo. That's our two signings for this year. Everything else is real life signings, and Tyrese Francois. But Henry was a fantastic signing, a really good signing, and Konogo was a good backup signing. And all these people left. We did sell Rudiaz early in the season for 4.5 mil around there. So we didn't really lose too much, but it was okay. We did come second in our conference, and we got to the final of the season of the MLS League, missing out on the big final, to where we take on the Eastern Conference. So good season. Hopefully we can do a bit better than this season, and I reckon we can easily do that in the future. As we take a look here with the moments to remember, moments to the biggest win was a 5-2 against Minnesota. Good one there. Match to remember was a 1-0 against LA Galaxy. Don't know what the big. I think it was early in the season, and a goal can't show that because you can't click it. Here, reputation stays the same. Finances looking good, but we'll see what happens next season before the finances. See if it's up in prize money, down in prize money. Let's see. Search almost 22,000 shirts sold. Let's take a look here at the best lineup for us. Konogo actually took out the best right back, so decent there. She was the best striker apparently, with Morris on the left, Loderia on the right wing, Rusnak in the middle, with Roldan and Rowe in the middle, Tololo and Gomez on the left in defence, and Arega and Konogo, Evan Fry as the goalkeeper. Pretty happy with that. I reckon to check Konogo, and not much else there. I reckon. I think everything looks pretty decent. It's probably going to look the same-ish for next season. We need a striker, so we're going to spend big on a striker, see what will happen if there's any good strikers on the market, and see how that goes in the future. But this side took us to second place, to the final. If we can improve on the striker bit and maybe left back, right back, see what happens there, I reckon we definitely can hit that first place spot and go ahead and push for that final and maybe possibly win the MLS Cup. But definitely going to keep the tactic, the hot dog buns tactic, and see how that goes for season 2. But we'll take a look here in the awards. Arega was the fans player of the season, with the young player of the season was Tolo. Henry was the signing for the season. Goal of the season was Briznak, got that. Loderio with top goal scorer of 13. Loderio with the most assists, so our best player, technically. And then the most player of the match awards was Loderio. Frey getting the best average rating, and then a lot of record breakers there with Loderio popping up with Roland and Monterio. Vargas is the youngest player. Rudez, highest transfer received. And then Levi as the youngest goal scorer. Maybe a few of those will get broken again. Hopefully the goal scoring gets broken by a striker who can actually score, because we don't really have any proper strikers. So that's one thing. But take a look at the awards here. We've pretty much gone through them with Henry and Tolo. As you see there, Gomez was just runner-up with Nicholas there is the third best, or the third most voted in that fans player of the season. So pretty decent. I'll start there. You see there a board request meeting to discuss the manager's future. So I don't know why. If we came second, we got to the final, and we're apparently under threats for sacking, um, which is totally caught me off surprise when recording this. So don't know what the reason was that. As I said, we gave it was a fantastic season. We might have been a little bit off. You did say challenge for the cup. We didn't really challenge, but no one really challenged it. Red Bull, New York demolished the whole competition with that. So no one really could have challenged him. Um, but this is the injury list before we go into the board meeting with Morris missing 81% of the season, um, which is shocking. Um, and the next one is Jackson. He was in there. He got in 26% missed, but it wasn't our first striker. 13% for Joao Paulo with 4 injuries. So okay there, not much, but doesn't, hopefully it goes a bit down for 4 injuries. But overall, we had a pretty decent season in injury front, except for Morris, who's had a terrible injury, spending 81% on the sidelines eating a pie or whatever in Seattle. Now here's the board meeting now. So apparently it hasn't been good enough, and my position is under threat. And we got to see. So what's the big deal about that? Don't know. But they are not happy with our performance, not reaching their expectations. We look here, don't know what to really say. We had a pretty decent season. Um, don't really want to say the wrong thing because, you know, we don't want to get sacked in the first season after doing pretty well. Um, but if we take a look, come back here, if we take a look at the medical center, we had 2 injuries and they kind of base it off the injury list, or current injury instead of the whole season injury list. As we take a look at the club vision, as you see, challenge for the MLS, which is interesting, but we're gonna go with, you know, the middle option here, as they say, yeah, you do you, pretty much. But we go again, we have to go ahead for our second option here, and, you know, we have to try to not say the wrong thing again. It's only been 1 season, and I'm looking over here, take it, and we're gonna have another season to show our worth here. So important that we did that. Important we got to steal the job. And let's see what the season expectations are for next season. Hopefully, it's a little bit less challenging for the MLS, but I don't see that quite the difference. But if we take a look at the performance here in recent, we got DD, but our recent games were pretty good except for the Aston one, which we got it in E. So a bit harsh there maybe, especially with the whole conference board meeting thing as well. Pretty disappointing there. Um, but yeah, hopefully it gets changed. But this is the next season, obviously challenge for the MLS and win the MLS in the 2024 season. So hopefully that does. As we see here, the Generation Adidas graduates. I don't know what that really is, but anyway, we will go on. But here is the MVP. Australia got it. You see Tom Edwards poking up, a lot of Red Bull New York's popping up, which is really describes their season really. And we'll take a look at the MLS Goalkeeper of the Year. We obviously have Fry in this, but hopefully he does take it. Like, here's the Goalkeeper of the Year. Fry didn't get a mention, but another Red Bull player. But Xavier Arrega did pop in for the Defender of the Year, which is good. I thought it would have been Gomez at least, but Xavier did get nominated for